Welcome back to Sawyer Ridge Farm. Today we are going to be splitting up some wood kind of for the winter. This wood's been sitting here pretty much since kind of last winter. Cut some trees down and I just limb them all up. I even keep kind of the limbs and use that for firewood also. So we're going to be splitting it. Another thing is this wood's not necessarily for our house, because our house isn't heated by wood. We do have a fireplace, but it's just not very efficient. It's just kind of the ones that came with the house. We do burn it in there in case of emergencies or anything like that. We run out of propane. It does heat a little bit, but it uses a lot of wood. But we have fire pits and stuff. We have people come out, and so it's always good just to have a little bit of wood on hand. I already have some in the back, but I just always like to stack up some wood in case neighbors or something need some wood. We got it over here already seasoned, ready to go. And who knows, we may sell some of it. It just all depends. I do have a wood burning stove in my shop. We just got that in, I believe, last year. As you can tell, you can kind of see up here. So we do use wood in there when I'm doing projects. It's really nice to have that wood burning stove in there. We don't use it all the time, but whenever we do have a project and I know I'm going to be in there most of the day, I'll wake up in the morning, crank her up, and it really helps a lot being in there, having that wood burning stove. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to try to get as much of this stacked and split, and we'll take you along with it. Alright guys, we're just going to take a little bit of a break here, but probably going to get some questions about this wood, what kind of wood it is, because I know a lot of wood's not yellow. And I know maybe some people know what it is, but this wood, the yellow wood, is actually called, it's a bodark or Osage orange. That's what it is. You all may have seen it, maybe not know what it was, but around here the bodark, they're the ones that have the big, look like green apples. We call them like horse apples. That's what those trees are. They sometimes have some thorns on them. I believe the female, there's actually a female and a male tree. I believe the female is the one that produces the actual green apples that you see. That's kind of what this wood is. I know I'm probably gonna get a question about it because maybe a lot of people haven't seen it. Another cool thing about a boat arcTree is it's actually a very, very strong tree. It's stronger than oak. This will actually make your chainsaw throw sparks when you're cutting it. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, it'll dull chain up pretty quick if you're cutting into them a lot. And the Native Americans, they would use these for bow, making bow and arrows. They make a bow because it's really, really strong, and it's probably why it's called a bow dark. Just me assuming. But yeah, that's what this wood is. We're just using it for firewood today, but a lot of people, they'll use it for a lot of things. If you have a lathe and stuff like that. We don't really have that stuff, but I kind of culled these trees out last year, and I'm just going to be using them for firewood. But that is the yellow wood. It's very pretty, that's for sure. I really would probably, I have another one. I have a couple of them over here, and I'm probably going to come down. One of them's pretty straight. I may try to do some slabs that may eat up the kind of the saw a little bit, but I don't know. I kind of wanted to do a slab or two and maybe try to make something out of it, because it's actually pretty wood. At least I think it is. But let's get back to it. All right, y'all, so it's actually the next day. We ran out of time and we had to go to church and we couldn't finish, so we're just finishing up right now. We got pretty much everything split. Got what we're going to stack over here, and then so we have this that's kind of left over, And then we have a lot of just kind of like branches that we cut, so they're just kind of small rounds. We're actually going to take this, and we have a little fire pit area. We're going to just kind of load up over there because kind of we're getting into the fall season, and we like to have that little fire pit just to kind of relax that. So we're going to put a lot of this wood over there right now. All right, y'all, so we got the wood split. Very happy. I've been wanting to do this for a while. It was an eyesore. You can kind of just, I've always seen it throughout the months, and I always wanted to get it split, and we finally got the time to actually get it split. Looking nice. We got a lot of wood. Very happy. We got these all stacked up, and we got our little fire pit stacked up, so we're really happy about that. We raked up everything to make sure it looks nice, and right here we got kind of a bigger chunks, kind of like the bark and some extra like cuttings. What I'm going to use this, I'm going to keep it dry, and this will be more for like kind of kindling, fire starting type stuff. And then over here is kind of your broken down bark and some just dirt and stuff. We're actually going to get that and stick it in our compost, so you know we're not really wasting almost anything. And so we really like doing it this way. I really like wood burning, just heating with wood. Like I said, we don't have a stove in our house that's really efficient. But one day, that's one of my goals, is to get a kind of like a cast iron type fireplace in there. And I really like it. I grew up with a wood burning stove. I never had central heat. It was always from a wood burning stove. And so I love a good wood heat. Anybody that's had it knows exactly what I'm talking about. But it's always good to have some wood on hand, even if you don't have a stove. You can always use wood for anything, like our fire pit and everything. But really appreciate Randy for letting us use our wood splitter. His wood splitter makes things a lot easier. I've done it by hand, and I still like to do it by hand, but it's just, if you're doing a lot, the wood splitter is good. And my dad letting us use his little golf cart thing. That's not ours, but it makes it a lot easier transporting stuff. So guys, we're just going to wrap up today's video. We really appreciate y'all stopping by. Please subscribe to our channel if you're not. You got any comments? Put them down in the comments. That's what they're there for. Like this video, share our videos. It helps us out in this whole YouTube journey, and we just appreciate y'all stopping by. Take care, and God bless.